Hey guys, this is HELLHADES. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Or really, actually, guys, it's a bit of a self-indulgent video because as of this moment today, I've been doing YouTube for exactly 2 years. So this moment, 2 years ago, I posted my first ever YouTube video. And actually 2 weeks previous to this, I was on holiday with my sister and my mum and my family. And I remember like distinctly saying, I feel like I might do some videos on this game that I play, Raid Shadow Legends, but I think I won't be entertaining enough. And in the end, it took me 2 more weeks to give it a go. And in fairness, I was talking to Stu Gaming in the background saying, what do you think? Should I do it? And he was like, just do it. Get on with it. That's pretty much the same advice I give anyone else nowadays. But 2 years on, we're doing it. We've done a lot. And what we're going to do in this video is go back and check out my first ever video. And honestly, it's cringe as you get. Take a look at some of my original thumbnails. And for those that don't know, I do all my own thumbnails, do all my own editing, and take a look at how that's changed over time. And also just kind of delve into some of the stats of the channel, you know, how it's kind of peaked over time, and also the stats of some of the socials that go behind the scenes and the website. So a lot to pack in. I'm pretty excited about it. And hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. Now, it's not my normal content, but hopefully you will enjoy the stuff as well. So let's start by looking at some of my early thumbnails. So I've got my original thumbnail here, actually. What I originally did, and these are terrible, by the way, I originally just tried to get as much information on the thumbnail as I could. It was like that. Just text everywhere, loads of text, and probably people didn't really read the text, in honesty. But and my first ever video was this 290k arena player power, insane resistance. I'm going to show you the numbers in a minute. It's so, like, if I was to play that same team today, it would be beaten up in Gold 1, let alone Plat. Is this the new meta to beat speed? And then I used to put this kind of banner at the bottom with Raid Shadow Legends here. Basically, half of my thumbnail was always taken up by this type of bit. It did make it kind of easy to understand who I was, but also it made me have a very small amount of space to get any kind of message across. So these were my original thumbnails, my original videos. This particular video we're going to look at, just under 10,000 views in 2 years. Whereas some of my other ones actually got some pretty good views, like over time this is, not at the time. So things like my Clan Boss videos still got decent views, 42,000 here. My Bellower, 49,000. My original Great Hall video, 14,000. And then this spawned account takeovers, by the way. This is what basically, I don't know, what, a year and 50 weeks ago or something. My first ever account takeover of Brandzilla. I was like, I wonder if I could go in and help someone else's account to try and show people how they could re-gear their champions, do their masteries. And in this particular video, we looked at Spider and Clan Boss. And even though I only got 6,000 views, actually it kind of spawned a lot of feedback of, we love this type of content, please do more. And you see, I ended up doing like a takeover a week, 1, 2, and some of them actually started to kind of take off. And I was like, damn, this could be a direction for me to go in. And it turned out to be something which I ended up doing a lot. And I still do almost every single stream when I'm streaming on Twitch. So you can kind of see the way they developed. But interestingly, if you look at some of these thumbnails, there was the odd video where it was still getting views a year down the line. So I actually redid the thumbnail once I'd become a bit more, a little bit better. So you can see this one is a kind of redone thumbnail. I had this whole spell of taking epics through the Plat Arena. So these were really fun videos to do. And you can kind of see another one here, which has been redone in the midst of my old thumbnails. In my kind of newer style. So I feel like my thumbnail game has changed a lot. In fact, I'll show you a page of current thumbnails. I'm not saying I'm the world's best thumbnail creator, far from it. But you'll see like such fewer words, you know, a lot more faces and reactions and I guess personality coming through. Yeah, so my thumbnail game has changed a ton over that time. Let's get into listen to some of the video before we go into some of the stats of the channel over time. By the way, I should point out as well, it's actually the 17th anniversary of my first ever date with Lady H. So it makes it easier to remember that great occasion. It's also the first day I did a YouTube video. But yes, perfect time to do something like this because it rams it back home to me that I've got some sort of anniversary to look up. Anyway, let's get into the video. Let's listen to the first one. And honestly, I've got to say, it's so cringe. I don't understand how this ever took off for me. I honestly don't. There was actually a stream with Daft microtransactions. Someone sent me a clip of this stream. And Daft probably doesn't know this, by the way, and he probably wouldn't even remember it to this day. But there's this clip of Daft saying, someone asked him, what do you think of HELLHADES? This was before, I was probably on like a couple of thousand subs at the time. And Daft basically said, I don't know how anyone watches his videos. They're so boring. It's like going back to school. And at the time, I was like, oh, I'm incensed. You know, how did he say that? Because when you're a new content creator, you take everything so personally. And actually going back and watching the videos, I kind of get it. I kind of get what he was saying. Anyway, let's watch it through.
Hey guys, this is HELLHADES. This is my channel.
It's worth just saying at the start, I didn't really understand editing. So this is what you see from the OBS editing screenshot before you go into recording stuff. Anybody worth their salt would have just cut this front part out, by the way. Which is so cringe to see. Also, this was back in the one monitor day, so that everything was done through my laptop. Also, you'll hear the sound quality. I was running just like a normal headset that you'd use for playing games and stuff.
Hey guys, this is HELLHADES. This is my channel Addicted to Gaming, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video.
Oh, it's so cringe! Like, I sound so bored. I sound so bored about what I'm about to tell you. I'm also, for those that don't kind of get this, like I built up 2 weeks to doing this video. 2 weeks. And I'd written down like 2 sides of A4. And I'm literally like this, crapping myself, so nervous making this video. I was a sales director. I used to stand up and do seminars to like 600 people. I'm sitting there in front of my laptop, shaking with a bit of paper about recording a video on a game that I play.
I'm part of the Gallifrey cluster, one of the top clusters in the raid community currently, and I want to show you a video on how to build a high defense, high resist arena team to combat the speed teams that are kind of overruling the meta at the moment.
So this was the whole kind of vibe, like massive resistance, massive defense, you can't beat me. At the time, Stu Gaming actually did a video to say, I came up against this guy HELLHADES, I couldn't take him down and I had to completely rework my team. I don't think Madame was around at the time. I'm pretty sure she wasn't. So it wasn't as easy to kind of overcome a resistance team. Let's flick to seeing some of the stats. Okay, here we go.
But my inspiration for this comp was this fella here, Norog.
Norog coming onto the scene. I actually love that I used Norog in this video. The resistance here for my massive resistance team, 350. 350. If you're not rocking an 800 resistance or maybe 700 resistance champion nowadays, there's literally no point in trying to go resistance for high end. Also, I'm running at like 160 odd speed. I'm like so slow to get to these numbers. It's mental. There was 6-star gear as well. So, I mean, it was just terrible gear, honestly. Look how much defense I'm rocking as well. Nearly like 5,500 defense. So, and no crit rate. So he's not going to do damage. He's literally just there as a meat shield.
He was sitting in my vault. He was an unwanted champ, I think, by just about everyone.
I'm so bored.
But he had a dramatic change to his skills when everything got buffed and based on defense instead of attack.
Ah, that's right. Norog used to be an attack-based champion where all of his stats were focused on defense. A completely weird champion focus from Raid. They changed him to a defense-based champion, and all of a sudden, I tried to break him into the meta. Let's flick on a bit to one of the other builds. Ignatius. Now, Ignatius, I built as my damage dealer. Okay? High defense. Look at this. 150 speed. Oh, my lord. 320 resistance, and I'm thinking he's the big resistance fella. Nowhere near crit capped. and he was my damage dealer.
So he has got skills which provoke and turn people on fire. Brilliant. And also
What is
stun.
this build?
So some real key things which are...
Who else do we have? Who else? Morley was another one, yeah. Morley was a tank. What do we have here? Nearly 400 resistance here, 150 speed. How am I winning any fights? Honestly, there's go second teams, and then there's like never go at all teams. This team wouldn't get a look in nowadays. Who was my last one? I think it was my Warlord. The Warlord was like my big thing. I took him out of my clan boss setup to go into this video. Shield set Warlord. This was, for me, massive HP plus resistance. What's that? Like a 70k HP, 330 resistance team. So, I mean, the resistances are so low, it's laughable. Let's look at them in action.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this on auto so you can see how this team would react to being faced as a defensive comp.
Oh, in fairness, I resist everything. Like, every single thing is getting resisted with this resistance team.
Because that's how I generally use it. You'll see already all of the resists that are just coming on for my team, taunts that are being landed for their team, and the big shield I've got from Warlord and his sort of general kit is basically making it as if I'm not being attacked at all. So although these guys are pretty strong, it's not the weakest opponent I'd ever face here. But it just feels like they haven't really touched me yet.
Oh, it's working.
Here we go. So it's the first time I've really taken any damage there through Warlord. And at this stage, I mean, if you're the person who's facing me on the receiving end here, then I think probably you leave the battle. My aim
How am I getting so many hits when I'm this slow?
If people are trying to take me on and actually do it seriously, a bit like what Stu did a few days ago, my aim is to make them eventually just want to leave the battle. I know that some people can stay alive against me, but actually as the attacker in an arena, you have to win.
So let's look at some stats then. So basically, we're up to 136,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for enabling me to move to basically my dream job. I was doing a job I liked before. This, you know, I've always been massively passionate about gaming. Massively passionate. So to be able to do this for my job is just dream come true territory. So I thank you all for sticking with me, for staying with me from the no camera videos with the crap mic, through to the stupid Frank videos, you know, the videos with Lady H, pulling some funny shard stuff. And then probably now, I'd say I try and cater to every raid player except the super elite. I don't really go into the super elite category, but I think the free-to-player to the casual player to the person who plays the game seriously, I try and cater to everyone in those spaces. I've made 1,280 videos in 2 years. Woo! That is a lot. That is a lot of time. And you know what? I edit my own videos. I do my own thumbnails. I do the lot around it. Not that I'm a great editor or anything like that, but I do the work. Also, a lot of people probably don't know this, but if someone is replying to you or liking your comment on these videos, it's me. Yeah, I do it. I read through the comments because I want a real good understanding of how people are feeling about certain topics, certain videos that I'm doing. Is this the right direction for the channel? Is it not? All of those type of things. I want to suck that in. So actually, you know, when I'm not recording and doing that sort of stuff, I'm often just interacting with people in the community. So yeah, 1,280 videos. And in that time, I've had 48.5 million views, which is nuts. So as I say, thank you all so much for sticking with me over the last 2 years. You can actually go on quite a cool website, which will show you how different creators rank. So if you wanted to look at any YouTuber that you follow or whatever, you can go onto the same website, Social Blade. So it tells me here on Social Blade, I'm ranked 80,000th. On for the UK, I'm ranked just over 6,000 in the country for being a YouTuber. It also tells me down here, which is quite cool. People don't understand this very well. This is my views that I get per month on a kind of a graph here, and also my subscriber gain. So people assume, you know, loads of subscribers means loads of views. People also assume loads of subscribers means loads more money. But the two things actually don't really correlate at all. This spike here for subscribers was when I was shouted out in the game within Raid. And I hit this massive spike for the month of March, 48,000. But if you look here, I didn't get like a crazy spike in views from then on. It's actually just been a kind of gradual growth of views over the 2 years. And my subscriber count basically has gone up a similar amount throughout the whole journey, maybe a bit more early on, apart from this crazy spike. But that wasn't a crazy spike of more people that watch my videos. It was an incentive to subscribe to my channel so that within Raid, people got stuff. And actually a good chunk of this 48,000 was people from the Russian or Ukrainian community that don't speak English and actually would never watch my videos in the future, which is quite interesting to see as well. But yeah, so this is my kind of stats on YouTube. I want to call out here Princess Jen. I don't know if she's going to watch this video or not, but basically she was one of the people that said to me, you should really get a Discord community. You should, you know, when I started on YouTube, people were asking about the takeovers and things like that. And she said, why don't you just start your own Discord up? And I was like, I don't know if I should really. And as of right now, 21,000 people are in this Discord. And I've got to have a big shout out to the mods as well. I mean, Orkinus actually was the person who first set up the Discord for me. But now we've got a whole host of mods, too many really to call out, but a whole host of mods that help on a day-to-day basis to stop this Discord being toxic. And that's exactly what we want. We want a Discord where people can come and just enjoy their Raid experience and ask questions without being slammed down by a load of toxic people. So really proud of how the Discord has grown over time. And that kind of goes as well to the website. I mean, damn, this is insane that the website, almost 12 months old as a kind of thing that we set up, me and Fiction. We've got 88,000 members. We're catching up with my YouTube subscriber count in members on HELLHADES.com, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And we get roughly about 5 million views a month or visitors a month to HELLHADES.com. It must be views, page views. And, you know, we've got stuff in here already around the Hydra Clan Boss, the Doom Tower. We've got so much stuff packed into this site now. It's kind of crazy. So, yeah, again, massive thank you to all of the team that continuously are working here. We've got 5 full-time employees now working within HH Gaming, which is, and that's not including me and Lady H. Crazy stuff. So really, really cool. My son actually looks after my Facebook. So my HELLHADES Facebook, he manages a kind of post on a daily basis. So Lockers, also part of HH Gaming. We reached 10,000 followers this week, which is freaking awesome as well. And then we've also got the Twitter page, which I run mostly, HELLHADES TV. I've got Twitch, where I've now got, what, 34,000 followers. It's just like an insane 2 years of my life, honestly. A massive thank you to everyone who follows. Sorry about the original Cringe videos. Hopefully they're not quite as cringy anymore. But yeah, I just wanted to do a bit of a thank you to everyone who has been with me for the last 2 years. This is HELLHADES, sometimes free to play. I'll catch you later.